everybody? My name is Tank. Today we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and yes, Solana. I'll be giving you my thoughts about where we are in the market as well as where I think we might be going in the short to near future. Before I do that, I first want to remind you guys I do have a giveaway happening on this channel where I will be giving away a 50-inch flat screen TV to one lucky subscriber once we hit 1,000 subs. So if you guys want in on that giveaway, all you have to do is be supportive, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you yourself could win a 50-inch flat screen TV just for doing so. Before we jump on into the charts, let's take a step back and take a look at CoinMarketCap to see how we're doing as an entire market. Right now, we're sitting at $2.24 trillion. So we have come up yet again over the past 24 hours. This time, Bitcoin has decided to join in on the fun and rise the total market cap along with these altcoins over the past 24 hours. And that's a super good bullish sign. Right now, Bitcoin's up 6.3% over the past 7 days. Ethereum's up 21.5%. Cardano's up 16.6%. BNB's up 0.53%. XRP's up 16.1%. Dogecoin's up 10.8%, Solana's up 61%, and Polkadot's up 33.4% over the past 7 days. All of the coins within the top 10 list, excluding stablecoins, putting in work, and that is a good sign. Let's jump on into Bitcoin's 4-hour time frame to see what we're dealing with Bitcoin. Right now, we're trading at $50,146. And I just want to say I'm so glad that Bitcoin decided to make its move to the upside. I've been saying my concern over the past 2 videos, and it was getting me really sketched out, guys. In fact, I told you guys I actually realized profits a little while ago with Bitcoin and reallocated those profits into altcoins even further than the bags I already had. And I'm so glad that I did. Even though Bitcoin did pump, I am seeing massive returns with that reallocation from my profits with Bitcoin when I did so. So even though Bitcoin pumped and I missed out on that and I could have saw a little bit more profits, I'm still not mad with the decision that I made back here. I'll show you guys why I did that. Again, this is the bearish symmetrical triangle that I was charting on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. And right around here where the 50 EMA and this, which was once, I guess, resistance on this symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin, right around here, we were just looking really weak, guys. And I just don't like feeling uncomfortable. I'm a conservative trader. I like to protect my assets at all times. I swear I'm going to get that out of my head at some point. I can't get that Napoleon Dynamite reference out of my head. But I like to protect my assets, like I said, at all times and realize my profits as they're there to be realized before they're not. Like I always say, don't think that these gains can't get taken from you as quickly as they were given. This is crypto. Things happen quickly in this game. As fast as you can blink your eye, sometimes those gains get snatched from you. So I like to make sure that I'm always in profits regardless of the situation. I always tell you guys there's only 3 things that are ever happen in this game. Either we dump, we go sideways, or we pump, right? And I just don't want to get caught when we dump. We all went through it before. Let me show you guys here. If you just zoom out, it wasn't that long ago. We all went through that here and here and even here again and here. Like, I just don't want to go through that again. So even though I could have realized a little bit more profits by holding on, I still did well and I don't regret my decision. Again, not financial advice, just something to think about, guys. All in all, though, Bitcoin did make a really good, strong, sticking move, hopefully to the upside, breaking straight through all levels of resistance on this bearish symmetrical triangle. So we can pretty much invalidate that. And what I'll do now, guys, is I'm actually going to pull out my fib and just pull it from the recent high down to our recent low. And this is what I have right now for any kind of retracement, because we did pump quite well in such a short time frame. With every pump, there's a dump. So you can expect that there will be hopefully some type of retracement, guys. And if we do so, I do suspect that we'll come down and retest that $42,000 price point, which is the first 0.786 Fibonacci retracement line on the Fibonacci retracement tool, guys. That would be a really strong bullish move for Bitcoin to make. If it came back down here and retested it and then bounced off of that, that would be really bullish. If it did come back down, that would also give all of these altcoins, which a lot of people are saying on YouTube will have a really big rally throughout this next 2 months or so. If Bitcoin does come back down and kind of just range sideways, that's going to give those altcoins a really good chance to do its thing and have its fun in the sun. I would much rather see right now these altcoins pump than Bitcoin pump. I know, like I said in my past few videos, if we're going to be seeing these massive price increases for Bitcoin and actually break all-time highs that we recently have for Bitcoin's chart, we need to start making a move to the upside. I do want to see that happen, but I'm also realistic with the moves to the upside, guys. We can't just make, parabolic moves to the upside because that's unhealthy. Even though we need to make quick, powerful moves, we still need to do it in a realistic time frame. So even though we had this really big pump, with that pump, I do want to see us come back down a little bit. And this is kind of what I'm suspecting should happen, or at least what I would like for Bitcoin to do over the maybe next month or two in order for us to see those really big gains for Bitcoin's prices. I would like to see us pump up, come back down, pump up, come back down, still going sideways throughout this month, right? Pump back up, come back down, pump back up, slowly make these ebbs and flows to the upside. You want to call it stair stepping, whatever you want to call it, but slowly make that stair step back up to $50,000 while altcoins are running throughout this month. And then once this month closes, when October comes, because usually October is a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market, that's when we'll make our move to the upside, capturing $60,000, $64,000, and then on to $70,000, $75,000 before we run out of steam on this cycle. I do still believe in the cycle. I don't think that we're going to have an indefinite bull cycle. You know, yes, I understand there's that argument. I kind of agree in some ways, but I do ultimately still think that there's just going to be another cycle to be had. And when we do top out, I just hope that you guys are all realizing profits on the way up. So that way you don't get caught with the bag all the way at the top and come when we come back down, because I do think that's what's going to be happening. So let's take a look at Market Cipher using the smaller time frames though, so we can get a better idea of where we possibly might be going over the next 24 to 48 hours. Again, Market Cipher B is the slower section of the charts, and as you guys can see, we're on the 4 hour time frame. The RSIs look like they're starting to curve here. It does look like we are a little bit overextended on the momentum waves here as far as buying pressure coming in goes. So we could kind of stall out here. Again, if we just range between $49,000 to $50,000, hell, we can even go down to $48,500. But if we range within there, that would be extremely, extremely bullish, guys. That would give us right back down to that Fibonacci retracement line. And that would show a lot of strength for Bitcoin if we do bounce off this area here. So RSIs looking like they're trying to take a breather here. We're in the red still. Let's go to the 3 hour time frame. 3 hour time frame showing us that we went from the red to the green with money flow. The RSIs aren't completely rounding out just yet. They do look like they want to. They're trying to make an attempt to maybe go sideways here. That doesn't necessarily mean that we have to kind of lose momentum, but it does look like we're just kind of slowing down and getting our second win within this marathon. Because remember, guys, this isn't a sprint. This is a marathon. We need to gain our composure every once in a while and regain stamina before we make another push and try to really capture $50,000 for Bitcoin's price. We can't just do it in one fell swoop. We all know what happens when we try to do that. When you make very strong moves to the upside, usually it's met with very strong moves back down. We need to make these ebbs and flows to the upside as we do so. That's a lot healthier than making just a parabolic gain. So that's what I'm seeing on the 3 hour, RSI is still kind of pointing straight up on the 3 hour time frame. We are in the green, looking good on the 3 hour. On the 2 hour time frame, look at that. That's interesting, guys. Using Market Cipher B, you can see that we just recently had a sell signal, which is this red dot here on Market Cipher B, which usually indicates some pretty good sell pressure and that we would be coming back down for Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin just ignored that. The RSIs kept going. The momentum was with us. We stayed in the green, and Bitcoin just said, nope, nope, nope. We're not doing it. We're just going to keep going. That's a good sign, guys. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame showing us that, yeah, we will possibly just be rounding out. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to come back down, but it does look like we're kind of rounding out here, kind of like what we did. Let me zoom in a little bit more right here on the RSIs. Now, keep in mind the RSIs are a lagging indicator, so you got to keep that in the back of your mind, and that's got to have some weight with you because, you know, that's just a little bit behind as far as the signal goes. But we are still in the green. We do have momentum with us, guys. And as long as, like I said, as long as we just range between $48,500 to $50,000, that's extremely bullish and healthy for Bitcoin. That's, in fact, what I would more than likely like to see Bitcoin do. It doesn't have to make strong moves right now. If it does, I'm not going to complain. But, you know, that's not necessarily what it has to do. It can just go sideways and let all these altcoins really make their gains like a lot of people want them to do. So let's talk about these altcoins and go into it, guys. Let's start with Ethereum because, of course, we all love Ethereum. Ethereum is making big moves. Right now it's trading at $3,787. I do suspect that we're going to be recapturing $3,800 like we did back here. before coming back down. Guys, it's totally normal and to be expected. As we pump as hard as we have been, we got to have these ebbs and flows. Like I always say, with every pump, there's a dump. We got to have some pullbacks, retracements, or drawdowns, whatever you want to call them, as we make our moves to the upside. We can't just keep going on and on and on. And just because it's a different asset doesn't mean that the technicals and the fundamentals of the markets change, guys. We need to see these with all of these assets, guys. We need to have these ebbs and flows. So if we have drawdowns, guys, the momentum's with us. I would suggest consider maybe buying in on one of these dips, guys. You might not get another chance for a while, at least when it comes to Ethereum, guys. I've been telling you time and time again, there's a supply shock happening for Ethereum. I was always bullish on Ethereum. There's no way in heck I'm selling any of my Ethereum. And I suggested to you guys that you guys didn't either. I've been accumulating while we were ranging within this. Let me go back to the 4 hours so it's a little bit more legible here. I was been accumulating in every one of these dips down to resist our support down here, guys. And as we came up on this 50 EMA, because I've been telling you guys the 50 EMA is a really strong indicator right now for all of these assets, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. As it got closer and was riding this 50 EMA, guys, I was like, ooh, it looked primed to pop. It looked primed to pop. And sure enough, it popped well. It popped really hard to the upside. And right now, we're just seeing some massive, massive gains. Look at that, guys. We recaptured 38,000 as, 3,800 as we're talking. So right now, everything looking super bullish for Ethereum. If we look on Market Cipher B, the lower section of the charts, yet again, we can see on the 4 hour time frame that the RSIs have ignored this sell signal right here that we previously got and started to come back up again. We went from red to green. The momentum's on our side on the 4 hour time frame, on the 3 hour time frame. Look at that, guys. We just said, nope, nope. We're not dealing with any of that selling right now. We're just going to keep pumping. The RSIs pinching together, pointing back up. We are in the green on the 3 hour time frame, 2 hour time frame. We actually have a trigger dot here, which is a buy signal. RSIs are pinching together quite well, and we are pointing back up again, guys. Look at that. Back in the green firmly on the 2 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. Guys, everything from the 1 to the 4 looks like a go for Ethereum. Not financial advice, just letting you guys know it looks like nothing's going to stop Ethereum right now. Let's move on over to ADA. Clean this up a little bit. Let's go to ADA's 4 hour time frame, guys. ADA finally capturing $3. Question is, can we hold above $3? I suspect that we do. I think things are super, super bullish, much like Ethereum, and much like I've been saying over the past few weeks and videos, that I would not be selling my ETH. I would not be selling my ADA for no reason whatsoever, guys. In just a few days, about 10 days now, we're going to get smart contracts released on ADA. And you should expect some dumpiness when that happens. There's going to be people taking profits as we rally and I can't say that word. I can't say expecting. I can't say it. I'm just not going to. While we're expecting, I can't say the two words together, smart contracts to roll out, we're going to be seeing some volatility. People are going to sell that news. People are going to sell that release. That's what always happens. Look at IPOs and stocks. Look at anything. That's what it always happens. Whenever there's a release with a development or whatever on a platform or a stock or whatever, people will always sell that. So expect some volatility. I don't think that it's going to go down very much. In fact, I think shortly therefore after, when smart contracts get released, we're going to see higher price points like that, guys, like that lickety split. But right now, well above the 50 EMA, the same EMA that I've been pointing out to you guys on the 4 hour time frame. The only one that really matters is that 50 EMA. I haven't even really been charting it, guys. I just don't think there's a need to. If I pull out, I guess you can do I don't know if it's even worth it, guys. I'm not even going to do a fib extension because I just don't think it's worth it right now. I just think, honestly, my opinion, not financial advice, is you would be crazy to sell off your ADA right now. Way too much potential. So I don't even want to put that in your guys' head. Just realize profits at your own profit level, taking levels that you have established for yourself, and be happy with the gains that you're getting, guys. Maybe don't sell off all of it, because I do think that we're going to be seeing much higher prices in the short to near future. But I'm just going to say, watch the 50 MA. As long as we stay above that, we're fine. If we dip down below it, I do suspect that we're going to still be fine. If we dip down below it like here, don't expect it to be for very long, because, if patterns rhyme, not necessarily repeat themselves, look at the rhyming price action on the 50 MA. Anytime we've come down to there, it doesn't get below it, and it doesn't stay below it for very long, guys. Ever since the 21st of July, we have come down to that 50 MA and just wicked it and then pumped, and just wicked it and pumped. So if you get down to that 50 MA while smart contracts get unleashed, consider buying that, because I do think it's going to create a spring a springboard effect for ADA's price, and we will just launch off like we did here and like we did here, guys. Not financial advice, just giving you guys my opinion. So that's what I see right now on the top section of the charts. If we go on to the bottom section of the charts, of course, it's Market Cipher B again. You can see that we are coming back down on the RSIs. We are back into the red on the 4-hour time frame. If we come back on the 3, again, we do have a sell signal here. RSIs are coming back down. We are still in the green though. And look at these waves right here, guys. Things are pinching together. We went from red back into the green, and things are pinching together quite well, kind of like we did right here. Kind of like we did right there. I'm not saying it's completely identical, but I'm just saying whenever things pinch together here, that's when I get excited on the momentum waves, guys. Whenever I'm seeing those reds to greens and things are coming back up, that's when I get excited. I'm not front running anything, but I'm definitely noticing those changes. On the 2-hour time frame, you can see that the RSIs, again, just like the 3 and the 4-hour time frame, RSIs are pointing back down. We did get a sell signal here, but we are still in the green. 1-hour time frame, again, same thing. RSI is coming back down, so we could take a breather, but we are still in the green. I like to see, for me, at least 3 different confirmations on Market Cipher B before I actually get fully committed into the idea of what I'm looking at. Whether, you know, I get a sell signal here, which is a red dot, or the ISR is pointing back down. I need to be convinced with this 3rd signal here, which would be the momentum or the money flow, showing me that momentum is actually legitly going to be going back down here. But right now, I'm still seeing money flow come in, so this could turn around. You know, this could turn around. This could be something like what we did here on the 1-hour time frame, where we come down a little bit and then pop. You know, so that's what I'm thinking right now for ADA. Again, this long term, I wouldn't sell. Short term, you do you, boo. You got to do what you got to do. Let's go on over to Solana. Solana is one of my biggest holdings in my bag of long-term holds now. And as you guys can see, I already have a fib here printed out for you guys. Right now, we're just kind of ranging between the 2 fib lines. Let me take this off actually and start anew. This is start anew. We're still well above the 50 MA. Guys, I've been telling you guys, just pay attention to the 50 MA right now. Pay attention to the 50 MA, because for all of these assets, including Bitcoin, that has been holding up quite well as a sign of resistance and or support, guys. Look at Solana. Ever since, it's much like ADA actually. Ever since we started pumping hard, every time it comes down to that 50 MA, which is this yellow line that I've been showing you guys, it doesn't stay there very long. It wicks down below it and then rallies. Comes down, it wicks down below it, then rallies. So maybe if it comes down to this 50 MA, which would be $1.13, maybe consider start DCAing at certain levels. Not financial advice, just what I'm going to be doing, even though I already have a really big bag, which I acclimated thankfully down here. Shout out to Ran and his crew with Crypto Banter. They're the ones I gotta give it to them when it's there to give out, guys. I'm not one of those people that don't recognize people for the advice that they give, especially when I'm benefiting from it. Ran and his crew, he was so convinced back here, like I think it was like somewhere early August, maybe even late July or whatnot. But he was, yeah, I think honestly, maybe it was like late July or whatnot. He was so, it was actually, now I'm thinking about it, it was while we were coming down. He even was saying this back here, early July, late July, buy Solana. And I was like, look, I started looking into the project. I bought it way down here. I bought a whole big bag. And now look at us, guys. We're in massive profits, guys. Massive profits. So big ups to him for putting me on Solana, guys. We're already seeing 436% gains from our initial investment. And I'm just stacking because after doing my homework, much like Ethereum, much like ADA, I see a lot of bullish things in the future for Solana. They all have different approaches to what they're doing, even though they're all smart contracts. I'm just accumulating and waiting this out, guys. But yeah, all you traders, you just got to do what you got to do. And right now, let's go ahead and take a look at Solana on the 4-hour time frame using Market Cipher. Right now, RSIs are pinching together. We did get a buy signal actually, which is a trigger buy signal here on the 4-hour time frame. Those are really nothing to ignore, guys. A lot of people always look for like these lower 60 level or like on the anchor waves and stuff, like these double green dots and whatnot. I love when I catch these trigger waves right here. Sometimes they don't play out, but man, when they do, bada bing, bada boom, you better make some room because you're going to have a lot of cash to stuff into your pocket, guys. Look right here, this trigger wave, bam. Look right here. Even though we did come here, look at this trigger wave right here, bam. Trigger wave right here, bam, guys. The big, strong moves, guys. So I love these trigger waves. Not financial advice, just pointing it out to you guys. We did just get one on the last candle here. RSIs are coming kind of sideways now. We are deep in the green on the 4-hour time frame. On the 3-hour time frame, it does show us mixed signals here. The one coming down, one of them looking like they're going sideways. We are still in the green. Momentum with us on the money flow. 2-hour time frame, still going sideways right here. 1-hour time frame, looking like it's trying to turn around actually. Just about a candle ago, which is an hour ago, we did get another momentum trigger dot here. So I don't know, guys. Watch that 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. If it comes down to there, it might just jump off it like it's been doing and make another push to the upside. But that's what I'm seeing right now, guys, in the charts. I hope you guys are following the channel. I hope you guys sit through all of my ranting. I really do hope that these videos that I'm making are beneficial to you guys. Me sharing you guys what I'm doing and what I'm seeing in the charts, guys. I've been making massive, massive gains. And if you guys want to get in on this action, drop a like. Drop a sub to the channel. I'm giving away a 50-inch flat screen TV to one of you lucky subscribers once we hit 1,000 subs. So subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you guys have been following along and making gains with me. If you guys have any questions or would like to leave a comment down below, please feel free. I love to interact with my viewers. With that being said, stay in profits. Don't overextend. Remain blessed. Peace.